What is this channel about? This is the only morning show, Mr. V, that helps you get your day started, that helps you get up, not hit the snooze button, and hit those most audacious goals. What do? We help you be accountable. Myself, John, Marty, and guests like Seth, Kuhn, who have big ambitions like rewriting a life story, chasing dreams, embracing endurance, learning how to live a life that helps you hit the big goals you want here on Mornings in the Lab. I invite you to subscribe, like, comment on the channel. Welcome us into your world to help you get through everything that you want to achieve. All right, listen, we're bringing back Seth Code here. We're talking escaping the good enough trap. Seth's joining us here this morning from the Pacific here. And Seth, 74% of people feel trapped in a good enough job, but are afraid to make a change. That comes courtesy of Harris polls. Seth, you get up every single day and you kill bugs for a living. And then at nights you go home and get in front of the computer, the kids go to bed, and you kill bugs on the computer. So how do you find the mental strength, my friend? You go and you get up and you do the morning show with us, you get in your day job, you go grind it. You come home, you be an exceptional father to the children, and then you got to find the fortitude to sit down and work on the dream. Seth, let's lean into working on the dream, and how do you get there with 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, and how do you keep yourself going knowing that it's not happening overnight? Seth Kuhn.
Yeah, it's not easy. It helps that what I'm going for is something I really enjoy doing. I work at getting everything, my responsibilities done first. You got to do your work first, and then you get to have your fun. And this side hustle is my fun. Learning to code, write code, that's my fun. I don't know if I could put that much effort into something I don't like. Yeah, man, that would be a drag. But John's been saying it, if it's something you like, you'll put that out, you'll find that hour every day. I listen to the show, and I appreciate you guys so much for the things that you say, because it helps me keep going, do that. So yeah, it's just having that side hustle you like. That's the biggest thing.
Cut me loose, baby. Cut me loose. Jesus Christ. For everybody that's fucking listening, God damn it. This is exactly what we've been talking about all this time. Jesus Christ, if you find something you want to do, once you put your kids to bed, you're not going to want to watch TV. Who gives a shit who wins Dancing of the Goddamn Stars? Invest your time in developing a skill set. That's going to pay you in so many ways.
So I got what the stars is on. Sorry, see you guys later.
Dancing with the Stars, you know what that's going to do? That's going to make you want to eat shit you're not supposed to want to be eating, because the commercials are designed to get you off the couch, go to the cupboard, and do something you're not supposed to do. Side note. Bottom line is, Seth, God damn it. You are the model, like the working model of what we've been talking about this whole goddamn time.
Marty?
Absolutely, John. Well said, John. I'm just going to add, you're going to find time. And that's one excuse a lot of people use, especially with fitness. Obviously, me and John come from fitness, but I don't have time. But when you break it down, you got time to watch Dancing with the Stars. You got time to watch NFL Sunday. You got time for all the leisure. Why not find the time for productive things that are going to pay you in the future or have some type of benefit for you in the future? So absolutely
let me just jump in real quick, bro. I so agree with what you're saying. Here's the thing. I love to watch football, but I so rarely do it because it's a few notches down on my totem pole from the shit that I do every day that I really want to do. So it's not that I don't like doing certain things. They're just not in the order of my totem pole. Presents something better for me to do that I want to do that actually brings me value to my life. And that's really, are you investing your time in something's going to bring value to your life?
And that's how I am with basketball. But it's every time I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, I know I could be doing something better right now. Because you check your bank account, check your client status, check your client's results, check my podcast. There's something I can be doing right now. And basketball, it ain't helping it. It ain't helping.
Because I'm the same way, Brian. I don't want to watch someone else live their dream. I want to work on getting better at my dream.
Exactly.
Seth, did it take having kids for you to get up one day and look in the mirror or look across the bay and go, I guess now it's time to recognize that it's time to pick my socks up? Or had you always had the desire to get over there? Was there always the dream to get over there, or was the kids the impetus to make that step to get over there? Seth Kuhn.
Definitely the kids. Yeah. Before that, I was complacent. I was just sitting there comfortable. I was comfortable and I wasn't moving. And those kids, I wish I'd realized this before then, because I had so much time to chase dreams before kids compared to now. But they were the kick in the pants, the realization, the change of worldview that got me moving. And they take up the biggest chunk of my time that I could be putting towards goals. But right now they're at an age, you can't miss time with them. They
So
don't
true.
recognize why you're not with them.
Yeah.
They just
We
How
got,
old, if you don't mind us asking?
go ahead, Johnny. Go ahead.
oh yeah.
How old, if
Yeah,
you don't
so my
mind us
son's
asking?
my son's 4.5 and my daughter's 2.5.
Oh my God, those
Yeah.
are amazing ages, man. Especially you get to that point where all of a sudden they become little people. Like you have these little mini conversations. Like, holy shit, we're not just sitting here having sushi, and I'm trying to keep the fish on your plate. We're actually having a conversation as we eat this sushi. This is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. We got Rick Click to join us, and Rick is a regular on the show here. Rick, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for joining us every single day. And Rick says the main thing is to keep the main thing. And let's just say that again, because it's a cliche, but it's so true, right? The main thing is to keep the main thing. Love this. Becoming a person of value, right? Seth, that's my main thing. I got everything I got around the peripherals, but I'm focusing on that. And the moment those kids came into his life, he's like, all right, it's time to lift up my socks and go after it. Shay Boogie comes in and says, yeah, the hard part, work-life balance is almost like it's hard to get. Talk a little bit about, Seth, work-life balance, because I know that I don't believe in it. Jari doesn't believe in it. Mari doesn't believe in it. Christina doesn't believe in it. No such thing as work-life balance. It's pulling levers and moving things along the way. Seth, how do you balance everything? And then secondly to that question, talk about the power of your partner and how she helps you achieve what you're looking to achieve for your family. Seth.
Wow. Balance, there isn't. I'm just putting out fire however I can, and things change in priority. And there have been lots of days where I want to learn something, and it's 11 o'clock at night, and I'm just barely getting things done because how they went, and I'm done. I don't have the mental energy for that, and I can't that night. And that's how I see it. I can't. I just don't get to. So there's not really balance there. It's just doing the best you can every day. And then there's tomorrow, and you do your best that day. And I feel like I've wandered off of the point. So was there more that
Good.
No, you're crushing the point, brother. You're crushing the point. 100%.
The power of your wife, Marty, come to you next. The power of your wife, Seth.
Yeah, you guys talked about how you can't do things alone.
Yes.
There's no way.
Yep.
She is amazing. Just this incredible person. She's made me a better person. And I know I've helped her in some ways too. And that's a beautiful relationship right there when you make each other better. And, she's a support, just solid. She's understanding, empathetic, bright, happy, beautiful, all the things you need in your life to make you reach for more. She's also the dreamer. So it's up to me to make her dreams come true. So that's another motivation there.
Dude, Marty.
I was just going to make a comment about balance. I won't go on a tangent, but it's funny how everybody thinks about balance when it's time to work, when it's time to be productive. But when you was BSing, nobody was thinking about balance at all. Oh, let me do some work too. But now it's time to work, and I need some BS. I need some leisure time in my life. That's just hilarious to me. So
Yeah.
I just wanted to add that in there.
That's it, Johnny.
You don't need to balance something that you want to do. Like, I love this whole thing. You want to escape from your life? Maybe you should, instead of investing the time and energy into that vacation, maybe you should invest the time and energy into making a life you don't want to escape. So the whole thing of balance, what are you trying to balance? Because you don't really have to balance the shit you want to do.
Yeah, it's true. You don't have to balance the shit you don't want to do. And Seth gets up every single day chasing what he wants to do. He puts the time in Monday to Friday, 40 hours a week. And then as the kids work their way out to going to sleep, he's working on everything else. Before we go to the lifestyle check-in with John Anderson here in a minute or two, talk about doing it all and setting it up for failure. Do you sometimes in your private moments say, fuck, what am I doing? What am I doing? Or are you, and be honest here, or because I think we all have those questions. Or when you ask that question, you pause, you reflect, you turn our show on and you're like, I know what I'm doing. And you go talk about those moments where you actually ask yourself, what the hell am I doing? And how do I find the courage to keep going?
Yeah, I have lots of moments where I look at my situation and think there's people spending all day. They're going to college. They're devoting so much more time to this goal and they're not getting there. And I look at myself, what kind of hubris would it take to think I can spend a fraction of the time and make the same goal? And a lot of times I struggle to believe that I can. I don't believe that I can. And I keep going anyways, because that's the only way to find the opening, the opportunity, the possibility where you make it happen. And so I'm just going to keep plugging along, keep going one step at a time and look for that opening and then jump on it. And that's the only way to make it happen. You just got to keep going.
And I love that, because if you don't have that feeling, if you don't have that little uncomfortable thing in your gut, if you don't have those questions, can I do it? You're in the wrong place. If you're comfortable, you're doing it all wrong. So that's money, brother. That's exactly what's supposed to be happening when you're climbing a mountain. There's always going to be that place where like, holy shit, this is steep. Can I do it? I'm going to find out. And you keep going. So that's what you just described is a barometer that tells you're on the right path, brother.
Yeah. Marty,
No, absolutely. I agree with John 100%. Let's get to the lifestyle tip.
let's get to the lifestyle tip. Because we got Jimmy knocking on our door.
I know Jimmy's going crazy back there.
This going, and it sounds just like Seth. Wait a minute, I can see the time. Seth's part of our show all the time. Seth pays attention behind the scenes, so Seth could produce the show with us. Actually, good times. Yes, keep going, Seth. Exactly, Johnny. You're up, brother. Give something for our nation to think about. Give Seth something to think about. Let's get to the lifestyle tip with John Anderson.